Okay. I mean, I feel like that's what I've seen most, at least out
Yeah.
in the world. Um, so can you help me understand a little bit better? Because I mean, I know what a service dog is, I think, but like when it comes to like, our military veterans or like our first responders that are maybe, struggling with their mental health and a service dog is helping them, like what does the day-to-day look like for the dog? What is the dog doing to help them?
Yeah, so they are, they're going through their normal day,
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it just depends on the person, really.
Okay.
Sometimes it could help them, the dog could help them actually wake up in the morning.
Mm.
Um, some veterans or emergency personnel, they'll have with due to their PTSD, will have trouble waking up or getting out of bed in the morning. So the dog can actually help them to get out of bed, wake
Mm.
them up, pull off the covers if need be, things like that.
Yeah.
But there again, a lots of times the families have them, they're only taking care of the dog. So the dog needs food, the dog needs to go potty,
Mm.
so that helps also to get them out of bed. Um, the next, one day it could look totally normal, a day. The next day it could be that they're having um, tremors, or, they're having some sort of whatever their PTSD may look like. And the dog can help them to break that cycle of, so if the, if the veteran or first hero, we'll say, if the
Yeah.
hero is, shaking their leg because they're thinking in their head of something that happened, and they're
Mm-hmm.
shaking their leg uncontrollably, and they don't realize that they're doing that. The dog can, or would, um, interrupt that and break that cycle
Okay.
and help them to realize what they're doing so that they can stop, first thinking of whatever they're thinking about to break that. So the dog would do like a
Interesting.
nose touch. Um, so it would be a nose touch, or like on their leg,
Mm-hmm.
and or we could do like a deep pressure. So um, we would have the dog. So the shaking of the leg would be the cue, and then the dog would just like lay across the lap of the hero, so
Okay.
that so that they would feel that deep pressure and get the sensation of that. Um, and that, so that would be, the dog can go and get medicine. I mean, the dog can do lots of things. The dog can pull open refrigerator doors.
Mm.
They can, it depends on what their ailment is and what they actually
Are struggling with.
need done on a day-to-day
Yeah.
basis.
So does that mean that you said there's four phases to a service dog training? Is that right?
Yeah, the
So
fourth base is the task training.
the task training piece. So does that mean that, like I guess at what point in the training do you have to identify, the hero to receive that service dog? Because it sounds like you might have to train them more specifically for, their individual need. Is that the case?
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so before we even bring on a dog or match a dog to a recipient,
Yeah.
we put them through a vetting process.
Mm.
Our board goes through, once we get the application, the board will, assuming that